Sanbonan Dumelang, hello and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I get this very quick and easy natural hair protective style. Trying to protect my ends and whatever, but also I was just getting bored with my afro and I had an art event to attend, so I thought I should do this little style. So there we go. And I'll also quickly show you guys how to install beads. So if you're interested, please have a look. If you do like this video, please like this video. Give it a huge thumbs up, guys. Please subscribe. Let me know in the comments below of what your favorite protective style is, or what your quickest protective style is, or any protective styles that you really enjoy. Just holla at me, Ezant, in the description. In the comments section below. Other than that, I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's get right into it. Alright everybody, so here I'm using this very cheap blue fiber. I bought the cheapest because, wow, I was not trying to spend my coin. And so yeah, basically here I'm opening it. And then I'm going to take out a small piece for the two side braids that I'm going to do. Well, I used a packet each for each side of my head, if that even makes any sense. Wow, my voice. So here you see me stretching out the small piece that I've taken out for the tiny side box braid, if you want to call it that. I don't know. But yeah, it's very important for me to stretch my fiber out so that my ends look neat, even though I am going to cut them off, but still it's just standard procedure. And then I go ahead and unplait my amagota, or my bedtime braids that I had done. I did these after a wash day, and that was just so that I could stretch my hair, because I already knew that I wanted to do a protective style for this exhibition I was going to. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And there you see me parting out a small section of my hair, and that's what I'm going to braid for my little side box braid. Okay, and then I use a clip just to clip away the rest of my hair. Yeah, also I was quite far from a mirror, so I just wanted to make sure that this comes out as neat as possible. And then standard for me to separate my fiber. I'll do a video maybe on the basics of how to position your hands and your fiber. And yeah, and then I just basically start braiding. So there it goes. Yeah, excuse my weird looking face, guys. This part, it hurts. Yeah, I can say that even though it's my own hand. Braiding, 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 and sing along as usual. I was having a bit of a turn up in my room by myself because, yeah, it's the only way I can cope. Yes, girl, jiva. Told you I was having a party. Turn up. Lies, I was singing along to some very deep R&B because, yeah, that's my favorite genre. So now I go ahead and I take out the rest of amagota because, yeah, I'm done with that little braid. I need to undo everything else for the major braid. Also, the one thing I did do was that I parted my hair in the middle before I did these go to bedtime, or what, bedtime braids. I don't know what they're called in English. In isiZulu amagota. So yeah, I parted my hair before I did these. This was just to save me some time from having to part my hair afterwards. So yeah, my hair's already parted as I want to braid it. Yippee! Planning is key. Then after that, it's quite important for me to go ahead and spritz my hair with water. At this point, my hair was really moisturized because of the lock method I do. But anyway, I still went in with my milk and honey moisturizer from the ever so lovely Native Child. I really love this moisturizer. To be honest, in general, it's too light for my hair, but I love using it for styling and braiding. It lays down my hair really well. And then I go ahead with this brush, guys. A story about this brush. I got it from Pep for 30 Rand, and to think one exists in other stores, which I shall not name, for like above 100 Rand. But hey, it gets the job done. Pretty much the same thing. It's just to slick down my hair so that my braid comes out as neat as possible. Quite happy to say that I was doing this on basically semi-stretched hair. And yeah, it turned out just fine. And then I take the rest of that one packet and I go ahead and I detangle it, I stretch it out, and then I pretty much lost the photo, but I did go ahead and separate this packet into the many different pieces that I'm going to use when doing my braid. So I start with the smaller pieces and go ahead into the bigger pieces, but yeah. Basically, babes, take your time in separating it because you need to. And then I went ahead and I laid it on the TV that's next to me so that when I braid, I just grab pieces. Yes. Okay, and then I start braiding with my own hair. That's just to save my edges. My edges lately have become quite fragile, so I just don't want to put any fiber there. I do the same for my customers who have fragile hair. If you just tell me so that your hair is sensitive, that would be quite perfect. And so we start with the natural hair, and then I go ahead and feed in the fiber. A way of braiding that I love so much, which I basically taught myself, is called the invisible braiding method. Basically, you feed in the fiber without it being visible where exactly you placed the fiber when you're feeding it in. I hope that makes sense. If you braid hair, it'll make sense to you. If not, don't worry, you'll just see when the photos come at the end. But basically, it just looks like one normal giant cornrow that just keeps growing and growing. There you see me wrestling with like separating my hair, separating the fiber. Girl, this is an arm workout and a half. I mean, not when I'm doing someone else's hair, but definitely when I'm doing my own. Like, I'm in the gym right now. I am proper exercising. No joke. But anyway, that's exactly why you see me singing along. I need to keep myself sane somehow. So yeah, ngiyacula. And I basically just keep going along. And yeah, I must say, the more that I keep moving, the bigger the pieces of fiber becomes, because I mean, it just keeps growing, and then I need to make sure that I grip properly. So yeah, this definitely does take practice to get neat cornrows on yourself, but just be patient, you know. I had to learn patience in this point. So yeah, as I go ahead, I need to try and make sure that I'm grabbing every single bit of my hair. The last thing you want is to finish a lovely cornrow and then you realize there's a chunk of your hair that just didn't make it in. Like, oh my goodness, what a pain. Yeah, and my camera my camera was confused. I kept moving, so the focus keeps shifting. Sorry about that. Just be patient. Anyway, there I keep adding selo kunjinyangeza. As I get to the back, yeah, at this point my arms are fried, and guess what? I still have one more side to go. Yippee! So yeah, when I get to the bottom, this is when I feel like I'm finally free, because now I can just go ahead like a normal box braid. Anyway, please do not be fooled. This is not in real time. I fast forwarded this video because I just didn't want it to be too long for you guys to watch. But yeah, it definitely took me like double the time that you're seeing in the video. Anyway, then I add another piece when I get like to a certain point, and I just keep adding pieces because, child, I wanted some long results. Yeah, I wanted these to be quite long, and that's because like I wanted when I do a young bun, you know, looks chunky. yeah, this is even more fast forwarded because it's now me doing the second half of my hair, and basically I am doing the exact same thing like I did before. So yeah, enjoy. I'll be back to explain the rest. Okay, so this is that little thing that I use in order to add braids to add wow, in order to add beads, I mean, to my braids. Yeah, this thing really changed the game for me, guys. Wow, talk about convenience, eh? I just feed in the braid into that little hole, and then I basically, as you all see, there I feed in the beads. What's my obsession with braids lately? I feed in the beads into this little white object, and then I pull out the end, pull out the tool, ta-da, the beads are in. Hassle free, struggle free, lovely. So yeah, basically I just go ahead and do this as many times as I need to until I've put in all the beads I want to put in. I really love beads, guys. They add that pizzazz, they add character to a very basic hairstyle like this one. It just gives it more fun, more color, and also just makes me feel authentic. So yeah, I think that was the last bead. So after that, I want to go ahead and tie a very stable, well put knot. And yeah, it doesn't end there. As you see me just securing that knot, pushing down the beads, making sure that I'm happy. And then I go ahead and I cut the excess because guess what? I don't need it. Cut it. Bye. Yeah, using the worst scissor, but you know, a scare is a scare and we'll get it done. After that comes my favorite part. Yo, guys, I love playing with fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I love fire. So basically the reason why I burn the ends is because I just want to make sure it's like double security, you know. I have a knot and then the knot is burned into itself. So basically my beads are going nowhere. The last thing I want is for my braid to unravel during the pupils and then I just look wretched. No, guys, no. So yeah, I go ahead and do that. I also added beads to the bigger cornrows. I just added beads wherever I could add beads basically because ngiyazithandela so much. And then I just blow it off. Now this is the part where essentially I'm done, to put it like that. I'm just laying down, you know, just laying down parts of my hair. And again, I'm going in with the Native Child Milk and Honey Moisturizer. Just Slicking down, dullering what I must for my hair. So yeah, here I just encourage that you take your time, you know, like with any hairstyle, you want to make sure that it's as slick down as you want it to be. Then guys, a toothbrush will never go out of style. A toothbrush will always have your back. It always has mine. So yeah, just use an old toothbrush. This has become just the key to my edges, really. And I go in again with that Native Child moisturizer, and that's what I use to lay my edges. I might do a separate video speaking about why I stopped using gel on my edges and the difference between gel and moisturizer. But if you want to know that, maybe just let me know in the comment section below that, hey sis, we'd like to see what up with not using gel on the edges. And I will definitely come through for y'all. So yeah, I'm going ahead and just doing the same on the other side. You know, what you do to the left, you must do to the right, because, you know, it's just a very same hairstyle. And then I use this doek, which I basically got from my mother a couple years back, but I now use it to lay my edges. It works so perfectly. I think it's silk. I don't know, don't believe me. But yeah, I just use it like this. I tie it to make sure it's good and secure. Sorry I couldn't film afterwards because I was in a hurry, but here comes a couple of photos of how my hairstyle turned out. This was so fun. I kept it in for 2 weeks. I was so happy with it, guys. It was so convenient. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, check the description box for details on how to book me. See you in the next video. Ciao.